Alexander, how do you find the Russian music education system for strings, like in the 60s, 70s, different to the Western system now? Oh, very different. Very different. Good question. You know, the system in the 60s, when I was studying, and in the 70s, I left Russia in 77, was extremely disciplined, extremely strict, and they would never let me, as, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12-year-old boy, tackle a major concerto. My first concerto was, I think, Bach concerto, which I played. That was the first concerto I played with the orchestra when I was 15 years old, with Russian State Orchestra, Evgeny Svetlanov. Next concerto at 16 was Mendelssohn. And those were already, I was lucky to have played with the orchestra in Moscow. But I wouldn't even dream of tackling anything like Beethoven until much later on, or Brahms, which I learned when I came to Juilliard, and I was already 23, 24 years old, Beethoven later. And it was a very, sort of Spartan diet. We played a lot of scales, we played all the etudes, but they had to be done to perfection. I could not move from one etude to the next until I played it absolutely perfectly in class or at an exam. And that's how they let you work with a smaller piece of music, but make it absolutely like a finished article. Instead of, I see so many students who do not have the equipment to play the big pieces, yet their teachers give it to them just because they want to play it. No, that wouldn't have survived a week in Russia in those days.